The training dome buzzed with anticipation as cadets from 17 different species gathered for the monthly combat assessment. Commander Vexthor, a towering Criterion with 4 arms and scales that shimmered like obsidian, stood at the center of the arena. His reputation preceded him, undefeated in 300 sparring matches across the Galactic Defense Academy. When the roster displayed the next match, a ripple of laughter spread through the crowd. Cadet Marcus Webb. Human. The species known throughout the galaxy for their fragility, their short lifespans, and their embarrassingly slow reflexes compared to other spacefaring races. A human. Vexthor's mandibles clicked in what passed for Criterion amusement. His translator rendered it into mocking standard. Perhaps we should cancel this match. I wouldn't want to break our newest pet. Marcus stepped into the ring, his lean frame dwarfed by the instructor's massive bulk. At 22 Earth years, he was young even by human standards, his dark hair still regulation short from boot camp. The other cadets whispered among themselves, their universal translators creating a cacophony of pity and second-hand embarrassment. Humans are weak, Vexthor announced, circling his opponent like a predator. Slow. Barely stronger than a Diluvian child. Your species only earned a seat at the Galactic Council through political maneuvering, not merit. He raised 2 of his 4 arms in a theatrical gesture. I will demonstrate why you don't belong here. Marcus said nothing. He simply rolled his shoulders and settled into a loose stance that Vexthor didn't recognize, feet shoulder-width apart, weight balanced, hands open rather than clenched. Not even going to defend yourself with words. Vexthor sneered. Perhaps humans are also mute. He lunged forward with blinding speed, all 4 arms reaching to grapple and pin the human in what would be a humiliating, instantaneous victory. What happened next would be analyzed in combat classes for years to come. Marcus didn't retreat. Instead, he stepped forward at an angle, closing the distance in a way that violated every alien combat doctrine. His movement was economy itself, no wasted energy, no telegraphed intentions. As Vexthor's massive form committed to the grapple, Marcus's right hand shot upward in a precise arc. The palm strike connected with the soft neural cluster beneath Vexthor's primary jaw, a vulnerability the Criterion had never needed to protect because no species had ever been fast enough or accurate enough to exploit it. The impact lasted a fraction of a second. 3 seconds after his mocking declaration, Commander Vexthor's eyes rolled back, his massive body went rigid, and he collapsed face-first onto the training mat with a thunderous crash that shook the dome. Silence descended like a physical force. Marcus stepped back, shaking out his hand as the medical team rushed forward. The human's expression remained neutral, almost bored, as if dropping a supposedly unbeatable instructor wasn't worth celebrating. Cadet Webb, the Academy director's voice crackled over the speakers, a Zenthian whose species prided themselves on emotional control. Even she couldn't hide the shock in her tone. Explain. Marcus finally spoke, his voice carrying clearly in the stunned silence. Humans didn't get fast or strong through evolution, Director. We got smart. We studied anatomy, physics, leverage. We learned that size doesn't matter if you know where to hit. He glanced down at the groaning Vexthor, who was being helped to his feet by 4 medics. Every species has weak points. Humans have had thousands of years to perfect finding them. As Marcus left the arena, the whispers began again, but this time, they carried a different tone. Respect. Wariness. Recognition that perhaps the humans hadn't talked their way into the galactic community after all. In the observation deck, the Academy's combat instructors began frantically updating their curriculum. If one human cadet could do this, what could a trained human military force accomplish? The galaxy, it seemed, had severely underestimated Earth's most dangerous export, the relentless human capacity to turn weakness into strategy, and strategy into victory. Commander Vexthor would recover. His pride would not.